Summer is in full swing, and while you've heard the warnings to always wear sunscreen while outside, it is most important that children are always protected. Severe sunburns as a child increase the risk of melanoma, the deadliest form of skin cancer. So to talk all about this and an important event that's happening this weekend too, actually tomorrow, is dermatologist Dr. Carolyn Jacob. Nice to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
What a wonderful event happening at Wrigley Field. Tell us all about it.
So tomorrow's the 5th annual Sun Safety Day at Wrigley Field, where the Pediatric Sun Protection Foundation, in conjunction with Mott 50, which is a sun protective clothing company based here in Chicago, and Advocate Children's Hospital, are giving away sun protective shirts to the first 5,000 kids who show up to the game. And they're UPF 50, which gives you an SPF of 100. And they're really, really great shirts. I kind of want to take some home for my kids. We will also be at the game, and we will be providing sunscreen samples in the plaza and at the entrances of the game. But it's just really important to make sure that your children have sun protection. Clothing is one of the easiest ways to do it. That's what I do with my children, especially if we're going out to the pool or out to the beach, because having those severe sunburns as a child, again, as you mentioned, increases your risk of developing skin cancer.
Do you lather up the kids all over and then put something like this on?
If you have the shirt on, you actually don't have to put sunscreen on under it, and it makes life a lot easier for those of us who have 3 kids who are very little. So you can take the sunscreen, put that on their hands, their face, the other exposed areas, but this provides the protection that they need, and it doesn't wash off like sunscreen can. So sun protective clothing is really great. One of the other things that the Pediatric Sun Protection Foundation is trying to put together is get legislation to allow children to take sunscreen to school and apply it without having to have a doctor's note. So right now, you actually have to have a doctor's letter for your children to have sunscreen at school, which is silly if they're going out and going to play outside during recess.
Really?
So we're trying to get that legislation. Yeah, we're trying to get that changed for the state of Illinois.
Number one tip for parents who have those little guys who don't want to sit still, nearly impossible to get them to wear sunscreen sometimes. I know this with a 2-year-old.
Sun protective hats, sun protective clothing, sunglasses if you can get them to wear them. Cover all the exposed areas with an SPF of 30 or higher. And I provide, I like zinc oxide as a active ingredient for children.
All right, doctor, thank you so much, too. Important information because, of course, we're going to be seeing the sun, too, throughout the weekend. Right, Tracy?
Seeing it out there already this morning, and I love when Dr. Jacob joins us. Such